Boom, we're live. What's going on, everybody? What's up, CFO? What's up, Terry? My bad. I try not to spit so much. Just give me a minute. I'm gonna get these rods out. All right, I just got set up. It was a little last minute fishing trip. What's up, y'all? And we in a different spot. I have to move this camera a little bit, maybe. I don't know. As long as it don't go in the water. And this one I'm using for bait tonight, y'all. Ooh, that's all the white perch. And I got a rattle on there. Demon dragon. Demon dragon. Got some rotten fish in the back of the boat. And the rotten. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? What's up, catfish and crappie? What's up, Tiger? What's up, David? It's hard for me to see it, y'all. I ain't got the best eyeballs. I'm gonna change this the phone here in a minute. I just got to get this other rod rigged up. Yeah, this is just a last minute trip tonight. I had some leftover bait. Got bored at the house. Yeah, it's nice out here, though. No doubt. It's nice out here tonight. That's the bait, too, y'all. That's how I like to cut that perch. You know, chop them pretty much in half and then fillet them. I usually take that fin off, but I'm not messing with it. That's it. And throwing it out in this tangle up. Yeah, I thought I put the line through the eye, but I didn't. I redo that. It's hilarious. You can see them poles pretty decent. That's not bad. What's up, Eric B? What's up, man? What's up, Mark? What's up, Skull Russ? Brandon's Outdoor Adventure. Catfish Curtis, what's up, man? How you doing tonight? Hey, Jim. I'm not now. You want to split screen? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, man. That's cool, Bubba. Yeah, we can do that, man. Let's see here. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing tonight? I'm gonna try to drop that link if I see Curtis. Jeremy Curtis is fishing. Wants to come up on a word. Okay. Yeah, tell him that's cool. I'm trying to remember how to even drop the what's up, Outdoors Addiction. What's up there? Yeah, let me pop this thing back in here real quick. Yeah, I'm in a different spot than last night. I'm not even close to that spot. Yeah, we did good. We did pretty well last night. You know? We caught we caught one over 40 in this little area. Um, couple weeks, about 2 weeks ago, maybe. Not even that long. And there's a ton of bait swimming around. I mean, there's a ton of it. But who knows? Yeah, last night of fishing, we caught some good ones after the stream, and it was just yeah, it was a great night. It was great. Where Dave Kyle's he ain't been fishing as much. He's having his boat worked on. Yeah, he hasn't been fishing too much. Who the heck did my Yeah, this is like a backwater area, kind of. So something a little different. Yeah, I only put a little bit. I had a little gas from yesterday left in that trip or whatever. So I'm just kind of staying a little bit close to the boat ramp. Look at this being. I'm trying to tie tonight. But it don't mean we can't catch no fish here, though. I mean, the amount of baits back here is just crazy. There's shad all around the boat, all that stuff. Yeah, I didn't realize my when I threw that rod out. When I threw this one out a little while ago, when I didn't have it through the eye, when I reeled it in, the line all clumped up right there in the middle on that side. Take a lot of this line out though. What's going on, everybody? Yeah, I didn't realize that sucks. Holy crap, my dog's farts are bad tonight. Let me re-throw this thing out there and try to get Curtis up here. I ain't bring nobody up on panel. Come on, Mr. Catfish. I'm sure you're out here. I ain't fishing with this green rod. It's a bad juju. Good bite. That is white roll. There's a high chance to be in a bunch of gar here too. It's all good. some did snatch it off. Probably should throw another rod out, huh? And we'll tie this one up too, and we'll. Actually, let me see if Curtis is still wanting to come up here. Hey, was Curtis still trying to come up here? Or did he go live? shallow side or deep side? Deep side. Here we go. What's up with it? Oh, you are here? Okay, Curtis. What's up, crazy hillbilly? Hold on, let me get this situated here where I fall off the boat. All right. So I hit guest, invite guest. Hey, Curtis, you think you can just email me real quick? Let's see. Oh, there you go. There you go, Curtis. I think that's the link. Yeah, probably deeper water was probably gonna be better, but there's always could be a big one up here. All right, what's up, man? How you doing?
Hey.
I was trying to figure it out, man. I didn't know what I was doing.
Oh no, it's okay. I've been just sitting here waiting for the bites. I got a couple taps on the first rod.
That's what's up.
I'm fishing just I'm fishing the Delaware River, but it's a little cove, so I don't know if there's going to be any big cats or what's going on here. I
Yeah,
haven't fished it in a while, so we'll see what happens.
yeah, man. Yeah, you out there? You've been out
Man, you were killing it.
there. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did do good last night. We
That
definitely
was
did.
that was impressive.
Yeah, we caught six more flatheads after the live stream.
Gee.
They were all we caught like two or three more that was like lower 40s, and two more that was in the 30s.
Man,
Yeah, it was crazy.
that's a big fish.
Yeah, that was wild, man.
Here we go. I got some
That,
bites on this first
that's
rod.
probably the best night of live streaming. I mean, me and my brother had that pretty good night that one night. I mean, we caught like 23 fish.
Jeez, but I mean, flatheads. I don't know. We've been on the Schuylkill right now on the Schuylkill River
Yeah,
north of me. They are crushing it. It's almost every single night. They're catching the high 20s, 30s, 40. Like
Yeah,
they're just getting killed. But yeah, what was it? Monday night I went out. It was just me and my buddy. We didn't live stream or anything.
yeah.
And I got four. We got four on one spot. Then we moved to another spot, and I got another 3 or 4. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, that's a good night.
Yeah, we were loving it.
Yeah, I'm back here,
I,
man. I got a lot of bait. I mean, there's a ton of bait around, but I just wonder if it's too much bait.
is too much bait a bad thing?
I don't know, man. I feel like sometimes it is. I mean, fish are gonna. I mean, there's gonna be all kind of fish by there, but it just seems like there's a lot of gar back here. But
Well, you can catch the big fish, and I'll catch the little fish.
so I just hope I catch a fish. I'm just trying to show like how one night you can kill it, and next night you might not catch nothing.
Yeah, that's how it goes a lot of times.
You know?
Dang,
I'm
something's
sure if I'd have went back in the area I was at last night, I would have caught and catch something tonight. But I don't know, man. I do like to move around a lot, even if it's
yeah,
the same area, just like a different spot. Trying, that's how you find other stuff.
yeah. Always trying out new spots is always the best because it's if one spot's not hot, they could be just moved over a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy because last night the right side of the boat got hit. The left side, my side of the boat, the left side got hit one time, and that was that. It was the big one though. It was the biggest fish of the night, but besides that, there was no action on the left side of the boat, all on the right side. It's
See, that's so
just
weird.
leaning a little off the fish, man. Make a big difference. I ain't lying. The spot I'm at now in the wintertime, it is. It is. This is good area.
Is that for flatheads or blues?
Um, I probably mainly. I don't know, man. We caught in January. My buddy caught like a 45-pounder out here, and
Shoot.
a flathead. So I don't know. Our water's a little different though. It ain't gonna get too much lower than like 48. 47, something
Gotcha.
like that. So
They still have the ability to move around
yeah,
and
yeah,
eat.
exactly.
Because you're
Yeah,
in what, South Carolina, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm not like locked up. It's just the fish aren't. They don't get like they're just not moving. It's just not. It just don't happen down here.
mm-hmm. That's like Florida. Like Florida, the fishing never stops.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's crazy. Yeah, my nephew, he's up from Florida. He's staying with us right now, and him and his mom, and they came up here for the week or whatever. But yeah, they live in Florida, and he comes up here in March every year for a fishing tournament with me. And
Mm-hmm.
last couple of years, and it's been one day it was like 55 degrees in the morning, and he was done. He was froze, man. He's like, it's not this cold in Florida. It's like 80s. I was like, man, you better cuddle up, bro, or something. You gotta get a blanket. 'Cause, yeah, the wind's kind of acting weird out here, man. I hate when the boat's moving. A little bit's not bad, but I don't know. You notice it more when you're not catching nothing.
Yeah, I'm right now, it was like 96, 97 today,
Wow.
somewhere around there. And right now it's probably in the low 80s, high 70s, and a nice little breeze. This is like, oh my gosh, I'm loving this.
Yeah, it's nice out here right now, man.
Yeah, so we're in this little spot here. We're gonna see if there's anything biting. I mean, I'm hoping things are gonna come in. Bigger catfish are gonna come in this area just to, because it's warmer.
What's the biggest one you caught out of that river?
This river, the Delaware, I just got. I don't fish the Delaware too
Oh,
much.
you don't? Oh, okay.
So my biggest one is 8. It was just around 8 pounds, and I got that last week. A couple days before the tournament I was in. That you should have been in.
I know, man. Okay. I know. I feel bad.
Yeah, it was. I got like an 8 pounder. And then, but my PB channel cat is 12.9,
That's a big,
and
yeah. That's a
yeah,
big.
for around here, it's definitely on the larger side. Definitely on the larger side. But I need to get into some of them big 30-pound flatheads. That's what I want.
Yeah, it'll be fun, man. Our
Because
lake has
even
a bunch of them, man. They really do. I mean, you just gotta.
well, I don't have a boat. That's one of the. I mean, unless you're up north in the Schuylkill River and in the Delaware River, unless you're up north more, that's
Yeah,
where like the concentration of the flatheads are. But even you get down, I was at that one spot that I mean, I chatted with Creole
uh huh.
and I told him about because we were doing that Google GPS thing and he was checking my waters out
Yeah,
and he picked out this spot and I never really fished there and I wanted to, so I ended up fishing it one night. I didn't catch anything, so I was like, you know what, this is kind of lame.
yeah,
So the other night, me and my friend went there, and sure enough, like 5 or 10 minutes in, he catches a 7 pounder, and then I catch a little dink one on somebody else's line. Then he catches another like 8 pounder. Then
yeah,
I catch one, and then the bite stopped for the most part. And then we moved to our honey hole where I usually fish on Thursday nights,
yeah.
and within 5 minutes, it was bam, 13 pounder, 11 pounder, 12 pounder.
Nice.
It was like, but it happened so late at night though. We were there till close to 4 in the morning. Um,
Oh yeah, late bite, huh?
yeah, but I mean, but the bite was on. Like it was more than we even imagined.
I got something messing with this one gold rod over here.
Tap tap tap.
I had one hitting his back rod a little bit. I think it might have been a gar or something. Something messing around with this gold one over here.
I'll put it in chat and see what I can do here. We got a crazy
I caught
hillbilly.
that. I caught that flathead last night on a medium action rod.
I saw it. Was it that white rod?
Yeah, it's an ugly stick, a white ugly stick. Yeah,
Yeah, that thing
it was
was bent
crazy.
over.
Yeah, you could have seen the fight prior to me getting the phone set up. Like, that's where it
Hmm.
was at. It was pretty good. I got some footage of like the rod being kind of almost in the water, and the fish was pulling it down.
Oh,
Yeah, I
geez.
completely forgot about keeping up with chat. Completely forgot. I'm sorry, y'all. I only talked a little bit, so that's good. Dang, summertime striper is a Murray kicking today, 5 and done, keeping fish or not. Oh hell yeah, that's what's up. From striper, man. We cooked a striper out here camping one time. We caught it, and that was good, man. That was really good.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we have a slot limit for stripers.
Yeah, ours is like a certain time of the year, seasonal, and DNR is hard on it, man. I mean, they're at the boat ramp, checking and doing all kind of stuff.
Yeah, I haven't. I don't know. Something about Pennsylvania. I think they're more interested in the bass fishermen. Like, I
Yeah,
mean, they're all over the bass fishermen because I mean that's what we. They don't really care about the uh cat fishermen or like the guys with stripers for the most part.
yeah.
But you never know when they're gonna pop up.
Oh yeah, no doubt. We were putting a boat in yesterday, and man, I bet there was like 8 DNR agents at the boat ramp, two county police. Yeah, they're just checking boats as soon as they come out. They don't bother you going in, but it's when you're coming out they get you. I said, well, you won't be here when we come back. It'll be like 5 in the morning. So, I'll see you later. But that's 3 Memorial Day weekends that me and my buddies went out fishing like that and uh, just caught a ridiculous amount of flathead.
Well, there must be a pattern then.
Yep. Yeah, it's a that's right,
Don't
man.
get
May, June.
don't get you on a tournament come
Oh, I
Memorial
know.
Day.
And I got one in a couple weeks. Hey, man.
Oh, it's well, you're not. They didn't. Did they spawn already or not yet?
See, that's what. Yeah, they're doing it right now. The water temps, um, where it should be, it's at 81, 82, and I think that's when they start really spawning heavy. And we
Mm-hmm.
had found a spawning area. That's what we think. That this time of the year, they
Mm,
all the big fish go there. And that's
yeah.
every year we can go out there. That was the first night I've been out there in a while because I know that they're there this time of the year for a good solid 2.5 months or so, and we've caught some 50 plus pound in the 50s pound blues too in that area. But it's just, but that's what we're thinking. There's another area in the canal that connects both of the lakes. It's like
Oh, geez.
I want to say it's like 7 miles. It connects it. It's not dammed right there, or nothing. It just connects and it runs current through there. And but that's up
Oh,
the other end of the lake. But that's really good. Um, but there's an area in there too where I think that this time of the year it's a spawn and spot where they just kind of get up in there.
that's
But fish won't be there
nasty.
like that all year long. They'll just be there this certain 2 month period. But then there's some other areas when it gets colder. We think that these fish are holding up other spots.
Yep. See,
That,
that's the thing about these fish. The patterns and what they do.
mm-hmm.
It's a game. It's like a chess game.
Yep.
You just try to connect all the dots.
Yeah, and like time on the water is everything. It really is. Um, but it's not everything though. You really need to have good bait. If you can catch it, I'd catch it. If you have to buy bait, buy bait. They're gonna eat that too.
Yep.
I mean, we
Yeah,
saw winter.
I had a lot of success on shrimp. Well, for
We
channel
killed it
cat.
on chicken this winter. Killed it. I'm talking about. I mean, between me and two or three buddies us going out, I mean, there's had to be well over 30 fish
Whew,
that were caught on chicken that were in the 30 to 45-ish pound range. Just in about a month
man,
and a half period. Oh, I got a bite, I think.
there you go. Man, I got nothing so far.
Ooh, man, I pulled the boat all around. I thought I had something serious, though. The rod was really bending.
Yeah, man, should have a fish by now. Come on, fishy fishies. Oh, you know what? Hey, what's going on, Jeffrey? TX Tiger, don't worry, they'll come. You just got to find the right recipe, whether it's just plain or stuff, a little marinated in something. It just seems like chicken works.
Yeah, that chicken is stout.
I mean, for some, I don't get it. I don't know if it's like what the composition or how it, really works out like that for with chicken. It's like, what in the chicken makes them eat it? versus everything else? Oh, you're fine. I'm just talking it up for you.
Hey, what'd you say about the chicken?
Oh no, I was just talking about how the chicken is like, what's in the chicken, or how does that chicken, make these fish, bite it versus, like steak, like so let's say a raw steak, or, you know, is it like is it because it's poultry, and then, they also kind of eat birds? I don't know.
Uh, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes, man.
Like no one's ever broken that down.
This is my opinion on it. I know here on our lake, man, it is absolutely slam packed full of mussels.
But that's shellfish.
Slam. What'd you say?
But that's shellfish.
Yeah, yeah. Clams, whatever you want to call them, mussels. But I mean, if you ever, I'm sure you've opened one up. It looks kind of like a chicken breast. That's what I think. Because we've caught some good fish on shallow areas like that with just a ton of mussels on it. So that's what I think. The chicken, because I'm guessing, man, when them clams open up or whatever, mussels, them things kind of float up, and I think them fish eat them. Is what I think anyway. But
But wouldn't that have like a different scent to it?
I mean, it probably would. It probably would. My opinion, I do think the fish can. I think that they can. In my opinion, I don't know, but I think these fish can see like blues and fly. I think they can see pretty well. I might be wrong about that, but
They see like
that's
the
just
shape of it or something,
yeah.
or kind
It's
of
just
like
my
the
opinion. I
dimensions
feel
of
like
it.
they can kind of see pretty decent, man. Because I mean they chase these fast bait fish and all kind of stuff. I mean I know they go a lot on sound. Being able to feel everything out and everything, but they've got to be able to see. They have to be, you know.
Something. Yeah.
But that's my thought on it. I just think they. But that's what I think about the chicken, man. I think that they just emulating a clam or mussel or whatever.
And even when they get that scent, it's still. I mean, it's just like a flesh scent almost.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. Yeah. Oh
But
shit!
then, oh,
I think it's a gar, but yeah. That was a strong hit.
hmm.
Man, that sucker hard. I hope it ain't a gar. But I got my net all looped up. And I didn't
Yeah,
even hit it. Was all good. Man, what a hit though. That thing. That's a nice blue.
hmm. All right. Oh wow. The heck is that? There you go.
Nice. Man, he smoked that rod though, man. That was. I love this. I try to get some, some 7 foot, some medium heavy ones like this right here. But this is like
Mm-hmm.
my favorite rods right here. I bulked up and put a little bit bigger reel on it, a pin. That thing's just been strong. Let's see.
Yeah, we got something out there that's biting this, so we're gonna change it. See, I think in the Delaware here,
Yeah.
I don't know, for some reason I caught so many fish, all these fish on shrimp, like just raw shrimp and just
Yeah.
not ones with like the heads or anything, just the ones you buy at the store.
Yeah. Dude,
So,
when I was younger, man, we used to go shrimping a lot and be in way down more in the brackish water or way down in the river, and
mm-hmm.
we caught so many, nothing bigger than 30 pounds, but back then I thought it was 100 pounds. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we were 10, 11 years old or whatever, but man, we caught a bunch of fish on shrimp. I mean, that was like an excellent bait. This is a nice
Yeah, I
fish.
mean, what you got there? What, a 10, 12 pounder?
No, he's big. I think he's a little bigger than that.
We're gonna change it up to shrimp. I don't think they like the Jello chicken. I mean, I got bites on it out on that first rod, but I want something to take it. I want to see some catfish in here.
I bring
If I
my
catch
down a hair.
if I catch an eel, it's on. I'm gonna keep that. I'm keeping that thing for this weekend.
Oh yeah,
I don't know where I'm gonna put them. Oh no, I got a bag. Yeah.
yeah. I don't like messing with those things.
I just want to keep him alive. Well, I mean, I'll keep him alive. He'll stay alive, but he'll just be in the bag, and whatever happens, happens. If he dies, he dies. Huh. Isn't that from a movie? Rocky. If he dies, he dies. Ivan Drago. Yeah, we're not going to cast out far either. There we go, right there. I think the shrimp is going to be the key for tonight, at least. But that tournament was so much fun. Dominic Hollis was a trip.
I need some gloves.
He he wants to he wants to he wants a 1v1 anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. He's like, I'll challenge you. I'll challenge you. He's like, let's go. We can do this right now. I'm like, oh, look at that. No bait. There's something out there. There has to be something out there now. I know it. It's just not getting hits. Something's up. Yeah, I just take the shell off of them.
I bet
I just
that
go.
fish got all tangled up. This fish is mad. Come here, buddy.
Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. He's like, get off me, get off me.
I ain't put my hand in your mouth. No, sir, not tonight. You ain't getting me.
Yeah, we're gonna go a little shallow. We'll see if they're in close, trying to feed.
Look at this one.
There you go. What's that? What is that? Flathead?
There's a
Oh, it's
blue.
a blue. Yeah, that's a good weight.
It's like 15 pounds.
You're on them.
There you go.
All right, let's see. Let's see if the chicken didn't work. They ate all the chicken. Let's see if they just snatch
All
up
of
the
it.
shrimp.
So I'm gonna get back on chat, y'all. Just give me a minute. Yeah, we using well, I'm using. I can always say we. I don't know. Well, got these little white perch. They're a little bit bigger, but some of the other ones or whatever. But
Oh, they're live too.
yeah, I got them still alive, but I cut them up.
Yeah, our flatheads are like almost strictly cut bait. Like, I mean, well, no, I don't want to say strictly cut bait, but for the most part, it's going to be bluegills. You may catch them once in a while on eel,
Yeah.
and then whatever cut bait. I'd love to use carp. That would be like, I don't know if that would be like super candy for them.
I never tried it before, man.
Well, we're not allowed.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about our rules.
Well, let me rephrase that. Our rules are kind of weird. They're like not. It's almost like it's not definitive. It almost has like a gray area. It seems like, but the wording is off on it. It makes for a weird situation. Like I don't want to have a carp, and then next thing you know, they're like, "Oh, what are you fishing with? Carp? Oh,
Yeah.
here comes DNR. You got a 3." What's that?
I know, right? And then they bust you with a carp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We have too many carp, like way too many carp everywhere. It's like not even funny. So it's like, why not use those fish to, use them for bait?
Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? At least you ain't got them Asian carp, or do y'all?
Nah, no. We have regular carp. I haven't really seen a grass carp. We might have grass carp, but I know we got the common carp, and we even have mirror carp.
Damn. Yeah, I ain't
Yeah,
never.
the ones with the big funky scales.
I ain't never. I don't think I've ever even caught a carp.
Yeah, I used to fish. I used to catch them when I was younger, just because I was never really. I didn't know about big flatheads and everything, and my creeks had big carp in them, like 15, 20 pounders.
Yeah.
And I'm talking like just in like little creeks. It was great. You throw out the dough bait with a treble hook and let them have it.
Catch them up, huh?
Hmm.
Yeah, that'd be nice right there for bait. What's up, Jeffrey? At Worldwide Team Bass Cat. What's going on there? Appreciate you coming in there, buddy. Yeah, brought me a watermelon.
Who had John Oyler in the tournament? John Oyler had he
Oh, he
had a big
did,
thing of
didn't he?
watermelon. He was all hanging out. And even Daryl only got one fish that day. That was like, I was scared, to be honest. When I heard he was on it, I was like, oh, great, here we go.
Yeah.
I'm like, I might as well just chalk it up as a loss. He just finds fish.
Oh, Daryl Trophy Seeker.
Yeah.
Oh, he was
Yeah.
fishing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he was
got one.
fishing.
That's crazy.
I was like, and I think his bite is so much better at night.
Yeah.
So the daytime kind of got him a little bit.
Yeah. That daytime and nighttime is literally night and day with fishing spots, bro.
Yep.
Like where I'm sitting at now, I can fish it at night, early morning, you know. But once it gets warm like it is and all that, ain't happening. There's an unbelievable amount of boaters that come through here. Yeah, I did think about going up on hog legs maybe later because I'm sure he probably doesn't care.
Oh,
Actually,
I'm probably gonna be done at like say 2:30. Probably. Well, it depends on the tide here. The tide's gonna they say it's high tide at 3 o'clock, but that's high tide all the way in like Center City, and
yeah.
I'm like I'm like 7 miles south of that, maybe 10 miles south of that. So it might be high tide in about a half hour. So I was just trying to catch the incoming tide, so I had some water to fish in. I
Yeah.
didn't want to go to my regular spot, so I was kind of like, let me just go down here, and it's nice and relaxing here. I'm in a park. It's like, I mean, cops don't bother you when you're fishing.
Yeah, that's
You can
nice.
just sit, yeah, you can just sit back and relax the whole time,
That one place I fish in some of the tournaments for YouTube on the bank over there with the fence.
uh-huh.
That place, man, that's like it's like a recreational type of place or whatever. But yeah, the fishing over there is usually pretty decent, you know, from the bank. We have like, I wouldn't say zero, but I mean just very little traffic here. No, I'm sorry, not traffic, but bank spots. You know what I'm saying? To fish on this lake, it is unbelievable.
Yeah, this is
You got like a lot of land that's owned by the state and stuff on most of the lake, and then you got houses, and you got the boat ramps you can get to, but um,
there's no actual like
yeah,
cleared away land.
yeah, not at all to fish, man. It's so that one place, man, I can fish. You know, I can get on there and go fish. It's a military place, and my mom can get me on there, and we just go out there and hang out. And we did like Memorial. Well, they did Memorial Day. They were out there swimming and stuff this last weekend. I said I'll be
Yeah,
out there go fishing later.
that's one good thing about Pennsylvania and their lakes. There's definitely a lot of places you can access, especially for bank.
Yeah,
And even like the Delaware, there's always I mean, there's spots up and down this place that you can get to and fish from, and the catfish are everywhere.
that's good.
Yeah, that one spot. I mean, that was like one of the first times I ever fished there, and I watched that. I mean, the guy had when I was there, scouting it. I mean, he had three decent sized fish. They were in between 5 and 9 pounds. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give it a try.
Yeah,
And it was, at least 1 to 2 per hour. I was catching easy, but I had to. I mean, I had to. The I think the bite would have been even a little bit better if the tide didn't. Well, if the rain didn't come in.
yeah,
So yeah, it stopped. The bite just stopped like an hour, maybe like an hour before the rain came. I mean, it just shut down.
mm.
That was obviously a barometer thing.
Yeah, yeah. I think that
Oh, here we go. Come on, chunky rod. Chunky rod's getting tapped.
that chunky raw is nice, ain't
I love it. I love this thing. I mean, I can't go wrong with. I mean, it's. Oh, there we go. There's a little taps. Come on, take it. Uh, Yeah, I really don't know if any big fish are coming. I mean, I had a lot of luck in like August. Oh, there we go. That was a
Yeah,
bigger bite. I had a lot of success here, August, September. So I don't even know what. I mean, this is like this whole year, the begin since January. Uh, this is all new style fishing for me. I
yeah,
don't, you know, I don't know what to expect. I don't know, you know, how the fish react to different, the temperatures, and we're coming into the summer, so
yeah,
I'm just trying to, for the most part, I'm just trying to figure things out.
yeah, dude. That's the hard, dude. That's yeah. But once you figure out like you know what the fish are doing and what baits and all that stuff and what time they're biting and all that, man, it'll be good for you. It's tougher from the bank though, man, because you only have so many areas. But
Yep,
like that place you're talking about, it probably has a lot of room to fish.
yep.
Yeah, man. Have you fished there in the wintertime?
Yeah, well, that's when the bite. I mean, it was August, September, October. It was decent here. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I would catch like 4 or 5 catfish easy. Um, but obviously up here, once it gets cold, we're just about shut down.
And I think a gator grabbed a bird or some big bird or something back there.
See, you
There's
got gators,
there's this
man.
like little tiny island behind me,
Hmm.
on the tip of the boat or whatever. Yeah, something went wild over there.
Jeez. See,
I
you
know.
got stuff like that, man. I don't have to worry about anything like that.
Yeah, I just you know there's an area in the lake that you can swim, and normally you probably wouldn't have an issue, But actually, man, where I fished in John Oler's little tournament, that was the exact spot that there's been the only alligator attack here on the lake, and a guy, man, it had to be 10 years or so ago, was out there snorkeling back there on it might have even been Memorial Day weekend or something like that, where um, there's like a pavilion right there, and
Hmm.
these nurses were having a like cookout. That's what the place is for. That have a bunch of big pavilions for the people to just have pretty much a big cookout party, and you walk right across and you're in the lake. Well, on the backside where the dam is kind of it's more swampy-ish in the back. And the homeboy was back there snorkeling one day, and he ran up on an alligator. There's usually one or two really big ones that always live back there year round. And the gator grabbed him by the arm, dude, and ripped it off. And
Jeez.
and the dude got out the water and walked up, and just so happened he walked right into the where the nurses was having a cookout. Like
Oh
you couldn't have been that
man.
much more lucky. And the DNR come out, killed the gator. It was like 11-footer. But yeah, just grabbed him, bro, and
Jeez.
just death rolled and ripped his arm off.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. That's crazy. Every time we go back there fishing, I'm thinking about that. I said, and when I was on the bank in that chair, I was like, man, I know I shouldn't be doing this. And after I didn't get a bite for like 4 hours, I was like, I got to roll. Getting a little tap in the back, though. Man, I still think there's a ton of gar up in there, though.
There we go.
You got a bite? You got one?
Yeah.
There you go, Curtis.
It's a small guy, it feels like. It's a shrimp.
Oh, shrimp to the rescue.
Yeah,
Better
he's a
enough
small guy.
watermelon for everybody. I took a bite of it and it tastes a little funny. I said, wait, I've got my father-in-law was pouring salt all over the watermelon earlier. Like, yeah, man, it tastes a little different.
All right, little guy. Little guy with a 7-aught hook.
There you go, man.
Look at this 7-aught hook.
Nice, nice. You said the
Yeah,
skunk is gone, man.
the
Is that the first
skunk
one you
is
caught
up.
all?
First one today.
Oh, nice, bro.
There we
What's
go.
up, Don R? What's up,
Don
y'all?
R, you see that, Don? You see that? I'm coming for you, buddy. I'm coming for you.
Don R, he's calling you out, bro. What are you gonna do, man? I'm gonna be watching though, man. I'm definitely gonna be watching. I felt bad for not coming, but y'all fishing, man. So I'm gonna be there to watch y'all. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, this is the first. I mean, this is like the other
Uh,
than
you see
the
that?
one
You see
little.
that comment, Curtis?
Hold on, I'll take a look.
TX
Oh,
Tiger was talking about a gator,
oh man,
and he lives up there. He lives about 100 miles, I think, from me.
jeez.
Yeah, that's yeah. Don R, boy, you better be ready though. So what is Don R, you, and Big Matt?
No, and Catfish Viking.
Oh, Catfish Viking. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna have a heck of a time.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man.
The only thing I'm worried about is if Catfish Viking has Big Skip on the boat as well. If he's going to be on the boat too, because I mean technically he can, I mean if he wants to fish with him, he can fish with him. But what it is that he's got more bait in the water. Instead of 2 lines, he'll have 4 lines.
Yeah,
But but there's a chance that that Big Skip can take his fish.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I mean, it kind of it could be a blessing or it could be a burden on them.
yeah. Big Skip needs to hop in that bit the good spot.
No, catfish. Oh well, if he does,
Yeah.
if he does, I'll be happier than a pig in mud.
All right.
All right, we got one.
I tell you what, man. John Oiler's tournament was real fun. I'll be honest with you. Um, I wish I wouldn't have took my boat out and did all that. I wish I just went straight up on the bank. I think it'd been a lot easier. But I mean, even if
What
he
you
didn't,
had to
even if he didn't
you had
have
to
money in that tournament, there was nothing for prizes. Like that would have still been like, that was
what
cool.
would you have a couch on the boat?
Yeah, I had a little recliner, like
Uh,
no, not recliner, like a lazy boy.
yeah.
But it was a small one. It was my son's because I was like, oh, I can easily move this around, And I was like, sitting in it, and I could take the cup holders out, and I put the rods in there. You know what I'm saying? And got it and caught the fish in the rod holder in the thing. I couldn't believe it.
I was also thinking, did anybody have any blow up? Any blow up couches?
No, no. I want to say your boy Troy. He took him and V3 took like a whole kitchen set out there, a TV, all kind of stuff.
Oh
Had a
man.
full setup. Had the rod holders in the like the coffee table.
Oh geez.
I seen that. I said, y'all get the money for that category. Go ahead.
Oh my god, best couch setup.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because he was getting They were giving away $100 for the best setup. And
Oh man, that's so good. Yeah, stuff like that is a lot of fun.
yeah, yeah. It wasn't even us. I mean, yeah, it was crazy, man. It was. And they put money up too. That was crazy. I couldn't believe. You know, because I talked to John like 5 months ago when he went, or 4 months or whatever when he went. Oh shit.
Oh,
I'm gonna go full screen for a second. They can
do
see
your
it.
thing. I'm just background noise.
But I had a bite over here, but I don't know if the fish is still on there. We might have a fish, y'all.
Oh, look at that. Oh.
0.10. Take some drag.
That looks like a flathead bite.
Hopefully I didn't get in that other fishing rod. Dang, boy, they're shallow. They're over there shallower. That's Oh, what? Oh man, the line popped. Oh, that line's beat up too. Dang. Well, I messed that up. Always check your knots. Well, your line at least. Dang.
Oh, the
I seen
hook.
a fish out there. He wasn't, but he was a little smaller than that last one, and he popped it off. Damn, boy, that's crazy. Yeah, I ain't had a fish pop off the boat, and I don't know how long. Like, it's been for like a long time. That's all right though. Tie me a better knot.
How,
Oh
how
man.
many how many rods you got out there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 7. Dang. Look at that. Drop my watermelon. I cannot believe it.
Lost a fish, dropped a watermelon.
Yeah, this is a line from last night. So dang. Come on, fish. Come on, man. What you doing? Hey, I want to try to catch a catfish on some kind of crazy bait one time. Something crazy. I don't know what yet, but I'm gonna try something.
Something other than a meat.
Yeah.
I heard people catch they'll catch flatheads on rigs.
On what?
Well, I just watched like on jigs and stuff.
Yeah.
You should catch a mouse or like a rat or something like that. I tried that once. I down in Philly. There's where I fished this one spot. They have
Yeah.
there's a bunch of rats that go in these trash cans.
Okay.
Bug. And I caught one in my net, and
A rat?
I kind of knocked. Yeah, I caught a rat in the net. I put the net. I used this net right here, and it was in the trash can, and I flipped it over on the trash can, and he tried to get out, and he got stuck in there, and then I just took him, I slammed him to the ground,
Oh,
and I knocked him out, and I threw him on the threw. Oh, there was another bite. I got him on the hook, and I ended up. I didn't catch anything, but it was funny
yeah.
that I used a rat. I mean, I know it seems a little inhumane to do like a baby bird or a duck, a baby duck or something like that.
Oh, yeah, that would be.
That might be a little too, you know, you might get PETA on you.
Yeah, that one's not for the kids.
Yeah, you do that. I don't know. I don't think I would. I don't think I have the heart to do it,
Yeah, I know, right?
especially like a baby duck. But I'll do a rat. A rat or a mouse or something. Yeah, I'll do that in a second.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I saw a video today on, I want to say it was, I don't know, YouTube or TikTok or something like that, and it was I think it was YouTube. It was like the biggest rat in New York or something like that, and I think had to be like 10, 15 pounds or something crazy. It was ridiculous.
Funny story about that. I was hanging out with my friend up in Brooklyn, and we were sitting there on the stoop, and it was like 11, 12 o'clock at night, and we're just sitting there, and across the street was a trash container,
Yeah.
like a half yard or like a trash container, and these rats were just sitting there, and and we were like, what the heck is that?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I ain't touching that rat.
Oh no, I'm just listening. What the heck is going on over there? Hang on a second. It's like,
All right, got me a fresh lime. We ready now.
oh, it's waves. Where are these waves coming from?
Yeah, yeah, Tiger. I mean, I don't know if I'm really in this. I mean, yeah, there's stumps right in here, but I think my line was just frayed up because it didn't even break near the hook. It broke like halfway up. I just unfortunate.
Oh, so back to the rat. So we're looking at these things, and we're drinking and everything, and we go up, and we walk up to these rats, like we literally just walk up, try to mess around with the rats and play around with them,
Yeah.
and they just like they sat there, stood up, and looked at us like we were dummies. They're like, what are you gonna do? And I mean, they were just huge, just big rats. They're like the size of chihuahuas,
Wow. Damn.
and we're just
Crazy.
sitting there like, what? I mean, what does a rat do? I mean, wow, what is this? Oh, you know what? There was probably a barge coming through. That's why there's all these couple of waves. That's what was coming around here is these big waves. Well, there's slow rolling waves, but yeah, there must have been a barge out there. Yeah, I mean, there's like where I fished the tournament, like here they call it. Well, there's like an island out there, and I'm actually on the bottom side of the island out there where I'm fishing now, and where I was fishing at the tournament was all the way at the other side of the island. And what it is there's a sandbar that goes out from the island, and it goes straight in the middle of the river. It goes straight in the middle of the river, and it like kind of cuts off the river in half. And so these fish, the channel cats, I guess, just stay close to the one side.
Yeah, they very well could, man. Fish are weird sometimes, man.
Well, I mean, we have a lot of businesses and stuff that are along the sides of these rivers, along the side of this river, just because it's a major port for the most part. Um, oh, there we go. Come on, take that bait. It's that first rod again. I guess I'm fishing in the wrong spot on these other two rods.
That's right, y'all. You ain't got no demon dragon. Get you some.
Yeah, those things are too expensive for my blood,
They,
especially out
they
here.
are. No doubt, man.
No, I mean like because of the amount of rocks that we have. I mean, you lose a rig, you'd probably, I would say, on average, you might lose one rig, maybe two, depending on how hard you're fishing, um, where you're fishing at. But some of my spots, I mean, like the one in the other creek, which is not too far from here, I still get hung up there more than anything, just because of the tide. The tide kills me. Come on, fish. Oh, I forgot to pet the rods.
Yeah, no doubt, man. They are, man. They are. The guy from Demon Dragons or whatever got a little sponsor thing for me, so he sent me a couple packs, and I talked to him for a while and everything. But I do use these things like in the fishing tournaments. Like 95% of them is gonna have a silver one on there, and that's what
Mm-hmm.
we caught just a ridiculous amount of fish on that. When we're using a bunch of other stuff, that silver has always been the one where you know, say we went out 50 times. I would say 100 trips, right? Between me and one of my other fishing partners, um, we will come. They've been outfished maybe 3 times,
Wow.
but can the fish at nighttime see the silver? I don't know. Hell, who knows? I doubt it.
I
Maybe.
think it has. I mean, it has some reflective properties to it. So,
Yeah, yeah. That's
it,
what. That's where like this. I like the silver ones, and that's what I go with.
especially if you have like semi-clear water.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know like after you get past like 10, 12 feet, it's kind of, but
Yeah.
you can. I mean, silver is definitely it's bright. I heard pink.
I
Pink
mean,
is another one too.
the fish look. I mean, they're silver, most of them.
Yep.
I mean, a lot of boats wanting to move. It's aggravating anchoring the boat by yourself half the time. I ain't really moving, but
You got to get you some of those power poles.
oh, I know, man, that would be cool. Them
But
are a whole nother level of money. I mean, it's like $2,500 per leg for most
oh,
of.
really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
2,500. Another guy on the lake that does YouTube, fishing and gear outdoors. He has a boat. Uh, it's a tracker. Our boats pretty much look similar. It's just his is a red one. Just a little bit. They're a little different, where, but uh, he just got some a couple months ago, like 2 months or whatever, and he just started putting videos out with them. They look, they look crazy cool. They really do. And I got
Well,
another buddy that fishes tournaments, and he got power poles on his boat. man, we'll be going around anchor and shallow and just anchor, put all the rods up, hit a button, and they just lift up, and we roll with it.
Man.
Hey, the river was low about a month ago, and we kind of
Mm-hmm.
got off to the side where it's a little shallower, and it was like 7, 8 foot when the tide was like all the way down, and
Yep.
we power poled in right in the middle, almost not in the middle of the river, but we're like in the river. It was crazy.
Wow. See,
Yeah,
that's the kind of stuff, man.
it's a game changer, man. It's cool. A lot of times, I like to go drifting. It was last year, caught a whole bunch of fish anchored, but the last year or so, I've been trying to be more precise at where we're anchoring and some stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not gonna try to anchor 9, 10 times while we're just out here fishing. You know what I'm saying? But if we're doing a tournament or something, like we've got, we plan it out to a T. If the wind's a certain direction, even if we want to fish an area, but we just won't go fish it. We got to plan on having fish in another area, or whatever. But it's just cool to, just have all them other toys and all that stuff, man. But I got a trolling motor on my boat, and it didn't come with it, so I had to like install it and everything myself. But it's a 24 volt, so it takes two batteries. So that's kind of
Ooh,
because I heard they made 24 volt, but I ain't
that's a
really.
lot of battery.
Yeah, man. And for a trolling motor, I mean, it'll last a long time and all that stuff, but I've got to have two extra batteries on the boat. I got four batteries on the boat, 4 or 5.
Gee, you need to
Because
call Tesla.
I could wire some other stuff into other batteries. I try not to run any extra lighting off of or any extra stuff off of my main cranking battery. I just always get a little nervous about it. Um,
Yeah.
but I don't ever, so I'll have an extra battery. But it's good to have an extra battery, man. I broke down a long time ago. I had too much oil in my boat, and we broke down out of town in a river. And
Mm.
luckily there was no current, and we had to literally take. I mean, we're like 2, 3 miles from the boat ramp, so we had to use the trolling motor all the way back. And literally after drifting like 8 hours with the trolling motor that day, and got almost back, and those batteries died, so we had to take the other extra battery I had that ran my depth finder and my cranking battery, had to take them off and set them up to get back to the ramp. And it was getting dark, and
Wow.
it was winter time, and like there was no other boats. It was
That's
yeah,
a scary
it
situation.
sucked. It sucked, dude. That was one of the that was probably that's definitely the worst day ever I've had out fishing. That sucked. I was all the way in Alabama too.
So how long are those tournaments that you go in?
Um, the ones here, we have one for our club, and it's a 1 day thing once a month, and it's $120 for your team. You can have up to three, 4 people or whatever. We weigh in 3 fish. It don't matter what size they are. We can weigh in 3 now. And blast off is usually at sun. Like when the sun's coming up. So
Mm.
either 6 ish, or 7, somewhere in between there. And we have to be back by 3:30.
Okay, so it's almost like a bass tournament, sort
Yeah,
of.
yeah, pretty much. So it's like what 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. It's about an 8-hour tournament, but I mean, you know, driving across the lake and all that. I mean, it just depends. A lot of times, man, it's so rough that a lot of people, if you don't have a really, really big boat, and a lot of times the big boats, they still trailer, but they'll blast off and just drive to another boat ramp.
Oh wow.
And that might take 40 minutes. I mean, I got a gar messing with that one, I think. Yeah, from this boat ramp to where the tournaments are normally
I
held,
got
it's like
slack line.
34, 36 minutes. So you got to think you lose third,
Wow.
and then you got to put your boat in the water. So about 45 minutes here and back. So you lose an hour and a half of fishing if you trailer normally. But if you plan on fishing the other side of the lake, this lake will get 4 foot waves easily on there on a pretty bad day.
Jeez.
It gets sketchy. Normally, man, that wind turns up out there. It's once you get out there in it, you're just in it. It's. We did a tournament on my buddy's boat. He only got a 17-foot boat, and it was our first tournament we really did, and we were catching fish literally in the middle of the lake in February, and for a while we were catching good ones. And the tournament day come, and it was gonna be 17 mile an hour.
Fish on.
But it was later in the day. It was like 10 o'clock, so all morning just barely moving the wind so we could drift. And then all of a sudden, dude, it was just like went from being okay to unbelievably bad. But we're just out there, and you just drive straight in the waves, turn around, throw the drift socks out, and you're good. You're getting a little water in the boat here or there, but it wasn't nothing super crazy as long. But big waves. Crashing over the front of his boat pretty much the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
But we went from it being calm in the morning to it being like that, and by 1:30, it was dead. Like I've never seen the lake so calm. Probably about 45 minutes before we had to go in for the weigh-in, so it calmed down just enough, and then we hauled butt. It was crazy.
Let's see how much this one weighs.
Oh, you got one? Nice.
He's a little guy. I can't even fit the. I don't even think I can fit the things in his mouth. To be honest, look at this.
Hold up.
I've caught smaller ones here on.
Got solo.
Its fins are. It can't even. There we go. I got it.
There you go. What's the weight, y'all? What y'all think?
What y'all think the weight is on this one?
Oh man, that's gotta be like 1 pound.
I might be. I might actually be. I might be here for the first part of the tournament. Try to get the smallest fish. So I think Oilers is like 0.31 pounds or something like that.
Wow.
0.3 or a third of a pound. Damn, he stuck me too.
Curtis, you better be on your game Saturday. That's what Don.
Who said that?
Don R said that.
Oh man.
And then he said, "So Jeremy, are you Team Don or Team Curtis?" Oh man.
This is 9 ounces. Oh no. 8 ounces. 8 ounce fish. 8 ounce catfish.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, Don, I like both of y'all, man. I like both of you. You're putting me in a spot here.
That's a tough
to
call.
reveal my answer right before the tournament.
I don't know. It's a toss up, man. I don't know. I haven't seen Don do too much fishing.
Yeah, he's a sleeper man. He's a sleeper pick.
Yeah, like the tournaments I've seen him in, they weren't that. It was a tough night. A tough day. That's not the tournament that he won, but I think I've seen another one where he was in, and it was just a tough day. It wasn't like.
Yeah, they got 36 and 24. Once you go up past 80 pound thrush, then you're usually getting into 3 batteries. A 36 volt, but you better have a big boat, man, because you got 3 batteries. Like my boat looks like a fishing boat, catfishing for sure now, but like when I got it, it really didn't. We did a lot of different stuff, and I'm about to do some more, man. I'm about to do a rail around the boat. As long as they don't try to kill me at the welding place, just do something like that and have rod holders all the way around the boat, because I'm going to do a little bit of river tournaments this summer and stuff like that, and into the fall a little bit. And fishing straight down, man, it seems like that does really well there.
Yeah.
I'd like to have that a little bit more. I can still do it in my boat,
Mm-hmm.
I just, we would like to stay down here off the front deck during the tournament. Unless we're getting the anchor, we, because we got to step over my live well kind of because it's underneath the console. But
Oh yeah, you need a live well too on
yeah,
those
I have
tournaments.
one on here, but it's only a 30-gallon. But I have another one that's like 100, and it slides right underneath my console, so I don't lose no area in the boat. I just
Mm-hmm.
got to step over. You know, but we lose no room in the front or the back fishing. It's just you got to kind of step over it a little bit. That kind of it's not bad. It ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? Really not. Because I
Yeah,
mean, if
that
you look at
doesn't.
boats that have the live well, the big ones, man, it's like an unbelievable price for the boat.
Yeah, I think that's why I couldn't. Yeah, we're gonna go deep. That's I think where the fish are. Um, I think. I mean, they do have bank tournaments out here, but I mean, I don't know how to. I mean, I'm not gonna keep a fish, you know, alive. I mean, that's a tough task to keep a fish alive
Oh, it
for
is.
that
It
whole
is.
time because they do like 7 to 7 tournaments and stuff.
Uh huh. Yeah, that'd be
I mean,
dope.
that's like, well, it's like, what if you catch a fish that, if you catch a big fish early, next thing you know, you got in the
A lot
tank,
of babysitting.
What's that?
Better watch that fish close. You got to babysit it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a long time for a fish.
I got on mine, man. I try to swap when it's cold. I don't swap the water out as much, but when it gets hot like that, I try to at least swap it out once, like probably twice throughout the tournament. But we don't have tournaments in the daytime either. When it gets hot, like our next one's gonna be at night, and there won't be any more day fishing tournaments for until November. So
Okay.
it helps out.
Yep.
Big time. Um, but yeah, I go overboard with it, man. I got two of the biggest power bubble aerators that they make. Well, that I've seen that they make. It's a really good one. Like
Mhm.
they'll keep this bait alive for days. But I'll and then I have then I'm constantly swapping the water out a little bit. I got this pump. I'll just put it up to the battery and put it in the live well, and it'll empty it out. And like 2 minutes or so, it'll just empty the live well, and I can fill it right back up. And then I got this
Oh,
thing called an oxygen box, and
what's that?
and it puts oxygen into the water. But you just put it in there and just constantly recirculating the water and cleaning it, and it cleans the tank. So your water.
Oh,
I fished in a tournament like 2 weeks ago and it was extremely muddy water, like very muddy. And we didn't swap the water out, but we left that box in there. And at the end of the
mhm.
morning, man, it only takes about 30 minutes or so to clean the tank really well. But at the end, when we opened it in the morning, it was just absolutely crystal clear.
See, that's cool.
And it's sucking air in as a tube, and it sucks air in too. And it's just perfect. You could just go and use that, but I have the other two aerator things that I normally use. But I just got this box thing. I've used it a few times, and it is just you just put it in there, hook it up to a battery, and leave it. You're good. Like you're not got to worry about anything. Your fish ain't gonna die.
See, I have a friend who has a boat in New Jersey. He's got a boat just sitting in his house. He's like, "You want it? You can have it." I think it's like I think it's like 16. It could be like 16 or 18 feet long. I mean, obviously it needs work, but trailer, the whole nine. It's got a motor on it. He's like, "Here, he's like, you can have it." I don't want it. We need it out of here. I'm just like, I don't have room. I'd love to get on a boat, man.
Yeah, bro. It's
Especially where we are, like the flatheads. You gotta. I mean, with the fish finder and oh my, jeez, I could just imagine.
it's a big difference, man.
Some people say they're like, oh well, I mean, you still got to catch the fish in the boat, but it's like,
Yeah,
you,
but you can go to them. They're,
yeah, like you're
they are not
literally going
always right
under.
next to the bank.
I mean, you're going right under on top of the fish and dropping right down on these
Hmm.
freaking fish. I mean, it's like if you don't catch them, they're just not biting. But I mean, you've got a leg up, and you have an advantage no matter what. But I mean, they do have sonars now for bank fishermen. Those little balls that you
Hmm.
can cast out, and it has the sonar, and it tells you the depths and everything, and
Yeah, yeah.
even shows you the fish and everything. But I mean, how much do you have to? I mean, you got to walk around the whole time and try to find a spot. So,
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. I mean,
but I mean, it does level the playing field. I would, I definitely say it levels the
yeah,
playing field a little bit, but you just can't cover enough water in a
yeah.
5 or 6 hour period like a boat does.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, exactly. Do you have you looked at like the Navy Onyx app?
Well, the thing is that, well, for the Schuylkill River, well, this river, I mean, we pretty much know I mean, there's not much difference in the whole entire area. I mean, there's not too many holes, and it's so big, and I mean, there's only so many spots that you can fish at for the most part. But the Schuylkill River, it has navionics all the way up to the art museum where
Yeah.
the dam is, and then after that, there's no navionics whatsoever. Um, it has there's no depths, no water depths, nothing, and that's where up above that dam, or that, I guess it's called a fish ladder spill, like a little waterfall type thing.
Yeah.
One, I mean, and up above that, and 15, 20 miles, 30 miles north, that's where all the big fish are. I mean, we're talking big fish for
Yeah.
us. There's what's that? And going up there, if you have a boat, you have a huge advantage up there, because a lot of that water, you'll find the holes, and all you have to do is up there, you just look for structure, and they're gonna be there, no matter. I mean, that's the only. I mean, for the most part, I mean, it's the only catfish. Other than, I mean, there are channels up there, but it's just channels and flatheads, and nothing else. So if you're getting into a big fish, it's going to be a flathead, and they're always hungry up there. So I'm gonna actually, one of these days, I'm gonna actually fish. I'm gonna fish up there on a live stream or something like that, because a lot of people are saying, because I belong to some of the Facebook groups, they're
Yeah.
like they're like, oh man, you know, Philadelphia hates YouTubers, and I'm like, well, for the last 8 months, I've been I've been YouTubing, and I've got nothing but love, and everybody has no issues, because all of our spots from from like uh all the way up in this, like in the city, and just above, and like a couple miles above the city.
Yeah.
If you don't know those spots, you're not a decent fisherman at all, because everybody knows it's like everybody knows these spots. Everybody fishes them. Everybody's catching fish, and it's like there's no real secrets. But once you get above like a certain area, everybody's like they're super like quiet and sneaky about where they're catching their fish. They're taking angled pictures, so they don't show where they're catching their fish and everything. And I'm just like, you know, our state record, our state record was caught probably a mile from where I fish. Um,
What?
well, but then the new state record, which they just got recently, I think it was last year, they just got a new state record that was in the Susquehanna. So I'm like, everybody talks a good game, but no one's producing any record fish up there. But they're all getting them 30 and 40 pounders.
Yeah.
But you know,
Do they got to kill the fish in your state to weigh it, or
no, it's got to stay alive.
yeah, it's got to be certified. Yeah.
And they don't even and that who was it? Lyle was talking about that. Like, there has to be a better way to get in contact with these certified people to weigh and certify these fish faster.
Yeah. No. Yeah, Tiger. No doubt.
I mean, you have to. I mean, it's like you have to literally wait for, and if you don't have anything to hold it in,
Uh huh.
like, you're basically scrambling. And what I mean, what's open at 2 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, I
You
know.
know,
I know, man. Yeah.
there's
Yeah. If you
nothing.
you catch a record, man, you have to have everything you can. Personally, in my opinion, the best way to do it, especially if you caught them from the bank or whatever, I'd pop a hole in their bottom lip with a small stringer and put it through there and just tie them up and keep them in the
Yeah,
water the whole time. And I
that's
mean,
not
it
a,
sucks to
that's
pop
not a
put
bad
put
idea.
another hole in their mouth, but if it's better than it might even be better than putting them in a tank and doing all kind of stuff. It might be.
Because they might actually just sit there
Yeah,
for the most part. They might just chill out, and
yeah, exactly.
or I don't know. I mean, how could you
That's if you
could you
had
do?
nothing. That's what I'd do. If I had a stringer with me, that's what you do if you have a really big one. And if you think he's no doubt a state record, I think that's a good.
Yeah.
Or you keep them in the net, but then the net's kind of blocking their gills from breathing, so it's kind of one of them
How
things.
far? How long do you think they could stay? Like, let's say it's a half hour
Yeah,
from where you live to your fishing spot. Do you think it could stay alive out of water for that amount of time?
I think if it was cold, yeah, I think for 100% they would.
And
No,
so
no
you could
doubt.
basically, put it in a bathtub or something.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's what I would do. I mean, I'm only from where I fish. I'm probably 20 minutes, depending on how fast I can drive.
Yeah.
I'm about 20 minutes from my house, and or even if, well, you couldn't just put his head in the bucket. That might be a little creepy. I don't think the head would fit in the bucket.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't think so, man. Yeah, it's
Yeah, see, like
one of
stuff like that.
one of them things.
It should be within hours. Like, I mean, we're talking, no, there should be a hotline that you call, and then somebody, there has to be somebody, that could get to you within an hour or two.
He should, man. I want to say around here, man, they're not coming out in the middle of the night, and a lot
Yeah,
of fish,
that's.
I've heard that.
I'm like, well, just keep them. We'll weigh them in the morning. We
Yeah,
open up at eight. We open at 8 o'clock. Like, are you
we
freaking
do have,
serious?
if you caught one up near the canal, there's multiple places, man, that they sell bait and stuff like that up there, and they got real big tanks, and you could put them in there. But I'll be honest with you, I'd put them if I had my live well with my oxygen box and stuff. I'd put him in there than I would over what they have, and
Yeah,
it would be real like they point their head right at that oxygen box, just pumping water and the oxygen, and they would be good, man. They get in there, chill
yeah,
out, and then But you better hold on when you try to take them out. Better hold on, man. I know my
Talk about
brother.
having some life.
He got his finger tore up, man. That last tournament, his girlfriend caught the big fish of the day, and I said, "Well, I'll set him in a live well, while we were in the boat." And I just picked him up, and he just went crazy on me, man. And like his like fin was like almost poking me like right here in the neck, like right in the jugular. And my brother's like, he's like, "That fish almost killed you." I was like, "Yeah, I mean, it just absolutely, dude, like just shredded my hand." I said that was the meanest 30-pound fish I have ever seen. And that was the meanest fish ever. I mean, it was just.
Was that a blue or a flathead?
It was a blue, and it just tore. I mean, yeah, it was crazy, man.
Yeah, those fish are nasty. I'd have to say blue cats, and even the smaller ones too, man. Those guys are.
Yeah.
They're vicious. I mean, I got my hand close to being stuck in a channel cat, and I was like, no way, I'm good.
Yeah, I lost 2 gloves out here, man, releasing fish, and they've been clamped so much, he literally just took my glove. Like, I'm trying to get my hand back, and they slipped off and took everything.
Yeah, see, I don't know if I could do that with those blues. I'm not putting my hand in a blue cat's mouth.
No, the
I mean,
flatheads,
if I
man, it's the blues and the channels. I don't want to put my hand in the channel's mouth more than any of them.
yeah, no, they lock down.
Yeah, bro.
They don't mess. Like I got my finger caught in one like a little bit, and I was like, I'm good.
Yeah,
No need for that. But the flatheads, they're so easy to handle. That I mean, obviously when they're not flopping around, but
you.
for the most part, they're pretty subdued when they're done. When you pick them up. There we go. Come on, take
I'd
that
hate
bait.
to. I caught a fish at a tournament last year. I've never been poked by a catfish in my life, never. And and I picked him up and was putting him in the bin to weigh him. And I didn't want to drop him, and the fish just started going. He just went all crazy, man, and poked me. I mean, like it was deep in my hand, like it was like in there. I was like holding him, but it was like it was wild.
It was really.
It was painful too. And then I
A
caught a little channel back in that little tournament I did with with Becca, the hook and wheel tournament, and I dropped one in it, and his fin went through my shoe and got me. I'm talking about the fire, bro. I was like, oh hell no.
Wow. Yeah, I just got poked by that little one.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, it wasn't a big poke, but it was poking enough to bother me.
My father-in-law, man, he got stuck by like a poisonous saltwater catfish in Florida when we were fishing a couple years ago. And bro, it took him down. It hit him right here in between the knuckles. He was holding it, and it got him deep in here. He had to have 3 rounds of antibiotics within like an 8-month period, and went to probably 10 doctor's appointments because like his elbow was swole up. Like I mean, for like 6 months. Like
wow.
like he went back and was like, he's like, to the house or whatever when we're staying at my wife's sister's house down there on vacation, and he literally stayed on the couch for like 2 or 3 days. It was almost like he had the flu. It was crazy.
Jeez.
It was crazy, man. I said, I am not touching that. As I was, because we pulled up and he threw out immediately and caught one. And it wasn't a big one. It was like this big. Immediately caught one, man. And before we got any other poles out, that fish done stuck him. Yeah,
some of these fish, man, that's scary.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. Hell, but I think man, I'm gonna go hop over to Hog Legs, man, and maybe go up on his panel.
Oh, there we go. Yeah,
for a little bit, man. Sorry, it's almost 2:30. I mean,
yeah, I'll meet you over there.
Fish over there in 2 hours, but yeah, that'd be cool, man. I appreciate you coming up, man. I was just trying to figure it out, to get you up here and everything, but
No, no worries, no worries at all. You kidding
It's
me?
been a while. I said I want to say, man, I brung somebody up at the house, but that one day we did a live. Me and Jamie was out there, and you come up, we came up on yours or whatever, and like, that was pretty cool. I normally don't have no one up while we're fishing too often, man. But it
Well,
was
I
cool.
mean, especially if you're by yourself, it's like sometimes it gets, you know,
Yeah,
you're kind of talking to the stream, and
yeah, I
you
know,
know, the interaction is, it makes for, a slow bite. It definitely makes it a little more interesting.
I know, I know. Hey, Nate, I caught one earlier, man. I caught one earlier. We're saving them all for Hog Lake Show. He's gonna love it. Yeah,
Well, all right.
but
I'll
yeah, bro. We'll see you over there. What's up, Cali King 916? What's up? What's up? We're about to all go over to Hog Lake, y'all. So we'll see you over there. What's up, Fishing Door Set Live? All right, Curtis. I'll see you, buddy.